All right, welcome folks. Mil-Spec Ops Monkey here. This is going to be your Monkey Minute for Sunday, December 5th, 2021. And so without further ado, let's bump over to wars and rumors of wars, where the nuclear deal with Iran is kind of going sideways here. A U.S. State Department said on Saturday that if Iran were to continue on its current path, that they would need to increase pressure on it. And they are preparing basically for a world in which there is no return to that nuclear deal. So buckle up. Like I said, Iran and Turkey and Russia are all part of this Gog-Magog in Ezekiel 38. And so these guys aren't going anywhere. All right. Now, speaking of Turkey, let's get over here to Turkey, where Istanbul is now saying they've got a 2-decade economic boom in the toilet, basically saying that it's threatened by a currency crisis, where the lira has lost as much as 45% of its value this year alone. And they're also saying that they're experiencing inflation more than 21%. So not good for Turkey. All right, now let's bump on over to Israel, where the United Nations General Assembly has approved a resolution 129-11 saying that they have disavowed Jewish ties to the Temple Mount. Yeah, God ain't gonna be too happy about that one. Well, what was really interesting is that the United States is actually opposed to that, and they say that it is a real and serious concern. Yeah, I would agree with that. So, all right, now, here's one for you I thought was really interesting, is that DeSantis is actually making a move to reinstate a long disbanded Florida State Guard. A little different than what you normally see from the National Guard. This Florida State Guard was actually created back in 1941 when our National Guard, the Florida National Guard, was actually sent off to fight in World War II. It was actually disbanded later in the late 1940s. But DeSantis is basically saying he wants to make sure that he has flexibility and the ability, if needed, to respond to events in his own state in the most effective way possible. And he also added that Florida would have to have access to and use of support in ways that don't require the federal government. He's basically saying that he's going to put in 200 voluntary force people with a budget of around $3.5 million to do it. So this is kind of an interesting spin. I think he doesn't trust the federal government, and I think he wants to have some insurance around him that he can actually engage with without being impacted by federal funds. So keep your eyes on Florida. That is an interesting development. All right, now over to natural disasters, where in East Java, Indonesia, we have a volcano, the Semeru volcano, actually spewing ash some 50,000 feet into the sky. Now, residents are actually saying that that ash has actually completely blocked out the sun over the area. Now, remember, the Bible tells us in the end times that the sun will be blocked out and that the sky will turn as black as sackcloth. And so, just a data point, but it seems like the Bible is actually referring to a volcanic eruption, or many of them for that matter. So keep our eyes on the volcanoes. As always, we always cover them anyway over in our sit reps. All right, now we're going to head over to Vietnam, where they have at least 18 dead or missing after floods have hit, ongoing floods actually since around Thanksgiving. They're saying that hundreds of families have been evacuated. Around 66,000 students in the province could not go to school due to these floods. And they're saying also that nearly 60,000 homes have been flooded. So keep your eye on that one. Last but not least, we're going to head over to our first blizzard warning of 2021. And it's not where you think it is. It's actually going to be in Hawaii, where they are saying they have a warning going in play starting Friday at 6 p.m. until Sunday morning at 6 a.m., where they're expecting up to 12 inches or more of snow. Go figure. All right. That's going to do it for your Monkey Minute this week. You guys be safe out there. May God bless you and keep you and shine his face upon you. Monkey out. Check out the latest gear and products at monkeywerxus.com.